सचेतं सावधूतं परिजना सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पदान सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So I welcome all of you in Srimad Bhagavatam class, and I insist all of you to take chair and sit. So I will not feel this thing. It will be great pleasure if you take chair and sit. Feeling little discomfort. Yugal Kishore will not using this Vyasasana. Prabhu, please be comfortable. I want to also become comfortable. Can I? ऋषयो दुदुहुर्देवीम् इन्द्रियेष्व अथा सता सॉरी इन्द्रियेश अथा सत्तमा वत्सं बृहस्पतिं कृत्वा पयच्छन्दोमयं शुचि पयच्छन्दोमयं शुचि ऋषयो दुदुर्देवी सॉरी ऋषयो दुहुर्देवीम् इन्द्रियेष्व अथा सत्तमा वत्सां बृहस्पतिं कृत्वा पयसः छन्दोमयं शुचि। ऋषयो दुदुहुर्देवीम् इन्द्रियेष्व अथ सत्तमा वत्सं बृहस्पतिं कृत्वा पयश्चन्दोमयं शुचि। ऋषयो दुदुहुर्देवीम् इन्द्रियेष्व अथ सत्तमा वत्सं बृहस्पतिं कृत्वा पश्यं छन्दोमयं शुचि। माताजी ऋषयो दुदुहुर्देवीम् इन्द्रिये अथ सत्तमा वत्सं बृहस्पतिं कृत्वा पयश्चन्दोमयं शुचि। ऋषयः, the great sages, Duduhu milked Devim, the earth, Indriyeshu, in the senses, Atha, then, Sattama, O Vidura, Vatsam, the calm, Brahaspatim, the sage Brahaspati, Kritva, making, Payah, milk, Chandamayam, in the form of the Vedic hymns, Shuchi, pure. Translation and purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. All the great sages transform Brahaspati into calf, and making the senses into pot, they milk all kinds of Vedic knowledge to purify words, mind, and hearing. Brahaspati is the priest of heavenly planet. Vedic knowledge was received in the logical order by great sages through Brahaspati for the benefit of human society, not only on this planet but throughout the universes. In other words, Vedic knowledge is considered one of the necessities for human society. If human society remains satisfied simply by taking grains from the planet Earth as well as other necessities for maintaining the body, society will not be sufficiently prosperous. Humanity must have food for the mind and ear as well as for the purpose of the vibration. As far as transcendental vibration are concerned, the essence of all Vedic knowledge is the Maha Mantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. In Kali Yuga, if this Vedic Maha Mantra is chanted regularly and heard regularly by the devotional process of Shravanam Kirtanam, it will purify all societies and thus humanity will be happy both materially and spiritually. So all the great sages transform Brahaspati into calf and making the senses into a pot. They milk all kinds of Vedic knowledge to purify words, mind, and hearing. So recently reading from Prabhupada, whatever we possess in this world, they are like a borrowed plumes, you know. So sometimes small girls, they do dance of peacocks, having peacock's feather. So they are borrowing some peacock feather and they're dancing. Prabhupada is mentioning in that purport that, we are borrowing everything from the devotees, their devotion, and we could able to speak. Otherwise, we don't have any qualification. We are just some or other, we are put in their contact with some devotees' mercy, maybe Agyat Sakruti, Krupa Siddhas. Some people are sadhana siddha, some are, nitya siddhas. But you should understand that I am only the mercy case. One day there was one student in the Radha Gopinath, and he was helping Gopinath Prabhu, our Gauranga Prabhu, in college teaching in JJ Medical. What happened is he's not concentrating on study. And Gauranga Prabhu was giving him left and right. He said, "You are doing well in bhakti, but I am not seeing any, ruchi in study." So he said, "Prabhuji, wo dekh lenge hum, pass ho jaunga main." And Prabhuji was giving left and right to him, and again and again telling him that please concentrate on your bhakti, then people will take it very seriously. He was an exam and he came to Radha Gopinath temple for Prerna festival. And Prabhuji told again, why you are here? Monday is a crucial exam, maybe anatomy or something, And he said, Prabhuji, आजकल तो मैं बरसी केस हो गया हूँ, जो होगा देखा जाएगा. And whatever he studied little bit, same thing appeared in the exam, and some or other he could do it. And he started telling all the boys that, अरे बहुत कृपा होता है राधा गोपीनाथ का. And then Gauranga Prabhu gave him left and right. He said, this philosophy for you, don't tell this to everyone. But actually we are mercy case, not in this case, but actually we are all the time mercy case of devotee. We are Kattaputli in the hands of devotee. When Brahmachari told me, whenever you land in Boston, you should always sing that, what is that? Prabhupada, Markine Bhagavad Dharma, where Prabhupada is saying, Nachao, Nachao, Ami Nachao, Nacha se mate. That means I am just Kattaputli or I am just puppet and you are a puppeteer. So you just drive this show. You are the director. Yesterday we were talking in Canton that we are Upadrushta, Anumanta, and Upadrushta means director. He is giving the direction. Anumanta means super sorry is the sanctioner, and also he is the maintainer, Bharta. And another thing is, he is a Maheshwaram. He is the controller. So all these characteristics of super soul, he is with us, and nothing belongs to us actually. Even the senses belong to Supreme Lord. It is said that if company give you laptop, it is not for playing the video game. If you spoil by playing video game, one day due to that anti-money laundering policies and so many things, we will be kicked out of job because we use that laptop for our own purpose. So similarly, we have to be in such a consciousness that all these senses belong to Rishikesh. Then I don't have uh, any right to utilize them for my own self gratification. There is one katha in Prabhupada Leela, some devotees told me that one day when Mataji was fed up with her disease condition in her life, and she decided there is only one way that I will do suicide, and maybe after next birth I will serve Srila Prabhupada. That was her understanding of philosophy. And Prabhupada repeatedly told so many things in his books. So she came in front of Prabhupada. She said, "This is my final obeisances, to Prabhupada." And my God, the Prabhupada spoke from the deity. He said only one sentence: "You have not created your body, and you have no right to finish this body." That's it. That only sentence he heard. She came back, and again she was in ashram Vasi actually from Russian, Mataji of her 60. She said, "I came back and again started devotional service very practically. I mean, I engage all my senses in Krishna's service." So one should always think himself as a mercy of the Supreme Lord. So I'm just, establishing this prelude to start this thing because I don't have any qualification to talk on the conversation of Prutu Maharaj and Bhumi Devi. Bhumi Devi is, she is expansion of Satyabhama. Krishna has one story where Krishna gave mercy to one lady and she was hunchback. Her name was Kubja. So Kubja is actually Trivikra, her name is. So she is partial expansion of Bhumi Devi and Satyabhama. Yeah, Satyabhama, sorry. So to this hunchback lady, why she was hunchback? So commentator they lie, right? Because the burden of the king's sinful activity made her hunchback. And just by Krishna's lotus feet, when Krishna entered in Mathura, by her touch, Krishna just stretched her body and made her beautiful and gave her original. Of course, she was also one partial expansion of Putana in her previous life. So she did some tapasya. She came to Dandakaranya, where Ram and Lakshmana, they tricked her that we will not be accepted by you as your husband. Both tricked, and she went to one place, she did tapasya, and Mahadeva came and he said, when Krishna will come, he will accept you. Ram will not accept you. He is a Maryada Purushottam. Krishna is Purna Purushottam. Vishnu is Purushottam, as we know. So Krishna is Purna Purushottam. He will accept you. And the same thing happened. Kubja was accepted and delivered by Krishna just by her presence. Her way of, if you read Bhagavatam, her way of satisfying Krishna look like ordinary society girl want to satisfy. But Krishna took that also because Krishna is a Surya Sama. He doesn't get contaminated by such a thing. So many people pray so many things in the heart. Super soul doesn't get contaminated. Prabhupada said that when child urinate on the ground, the sun rays purify that. Sun rays never get purified. So many students, they ask, can we come to the class because I have eaten non-veg today? So this is the answer. Krishna is so pure that they think that eating my non-veg is the far, it's bigger than Krishna's mercy. So Krishna's mercy is far bigger. Don't tell Krishna that my problem is bigger than you. Krishna is bigger than our problem. So that is the answer somebody was giving, So in this chapter, coming back to the actual chapter, so we are seeing that Prithu Maharaj milks the planet Earth in this particular chapter, where Earth advises Prithu on method to milk her, and and Prithu and other milk the earth, and then the establishment of planned cities by Prithu. It is not like Chandigarh was the first city planned, but it is in Vedic literature we see Prithu Maharaj was the first Shaktavesh avatar. It is Prabhupada said, when living entities get Shakti by the Lord, He's inspired, and that is a Shaktavesh avatar. And Prithu Maharaj was a person who, first time planned the cities by Mother Earth's appeal. And seeing, first of all, Prithu not satisfied the pair where other Earth spoke. She said, control your anger. As Varaha Deva, you lifted me, from Garbhodak ocean. She reminded that story so that, he gets some compassion on her. So Prithu, those he was having that bow and arrow and chasing the earth, that doesn't mean he was actually expressing his anger. His anger was there transcendental for the benefit of humanity, because she was hiding the seed. That was only his concern. His concern was not, for my own enjoyment. His only concern was she has to release those seed. She has to release those resources for the humanity. So, she said, great sages have prescribed proper method, and by faithfully following, one can get desired result. And one who is ignore these things, they are unsuccessful. So she said the reason of hiding seed is the Vena, your own father, he and non-devotees, they are exploiting the thing. Like one scientist says, uh, sorry, guided missile and misguided men. All missiles are guided. One day, when we were discussing in one MIT discourse, one boy raised a question: what if we make one AI robot and we can use to conquer, America and all the opponents? So we will make one robot to America. So question was asked by our devotee: if you make that robot and that is, hacked, unethically hacked by other opponent, they will kill back to American people. So there is no this thing, because our main are guided. Sometimes missiles are also guided. We can make that logical algorithm, that arrangement also. But what uh, things, because so many in case of finance also, so many money laundering is happening. Why not in this field also? Hacking will happen actually, and anytime it will ruin our own things, will ruin us. So this Mother Earth is telling, even we see the Mendeleev's, many of you heard the Mendeleev's 120 elements arranged in such a fashion, and by their weight, mass, so many things. But all these elements, they have different nature. If you take one salt and take another salt, the taste of one salt differ from other. So Krishna is uniquely creating all these elements, what to speak of all the devotee, or to speak of all living entities. So Krishna has given ability, unique ability to each and everyone. Each and everyone. Our ability may be different. If I tell that, you jump and try to, just touch the roof. So everybody's ability is different. As per our ability, will touch. And that's itself prove that we have different ability. And, everybody is unique in the creation of Krishna. So how perfectly Krishna has arranged everything. And all these industry are running on this 120 element, which is given by Krishna. So Prabhupada said, God should be given the Nobel Prize, not these ordinary people. They are saying, I should get Nobel Prize. We should not desire Nobel Prize actually, but some people say, I should get because I did this thing. Nowadays, so many things we are hearing. So, so God should be given, because mothers, all the resources given by the God, and all the psychology, because Krishna created mind, all the industry of psychology depend upon Krishna. Because Krishna created brain, all the neurology is Krishna's mercy. Because Krishna created the body, all the specialists are depend upon the mercy of Krishna. All resources are depend upon mercy of Krishna. So she said, take the seed out of method which I explain you. And there is a standard method: arrange a calf, pot, and milkman, and make the level by which rainwater will remain on surface. And now in this section 12 to 22, 28, we are seeing Prutu and other milks the earth. They brought Prahlada. So there was one iron pot for that. It is said that when liquor has to be extracted, there is an iron pot. Milk has to be extracted, or nectar, then there is a gold pot. So Prithu was satisfied by pleasing beneficial words of earth, and others also took benefit of milking, following on the footsteps of Prithu. And we are in this section now, 13 to 25. So where we are, where we are generally, talking that how Mother Earth is Vasundhara. Yesterday, our Nikunja Bihari Prabhu was giving explanation of the word Vasundhara, how mother contained all these resources. So here the Bruhaspati, I remember one story on Bruhaspati and how our Vedic society was very appropriate. The Vedic thought process were so appropriate. There is no question of, demeaning other people or disrespecting other people. Such a nice thing. The one thing I already narrated last time, that Suruchi and Suniti. We know that Dhruva Maharaj was offended by Suruchi, but when he was coming back, the Suniti, which is having Nitimatta, and Suruchi, which is immediate pleasure required for her. So that she is telling Uttanapath, hey Uttanapath, thank you for giving me this nice necklace, but make sure other queens should not get it. Then I will be more happy. So that is a Suruchi. And Suniti has such a Vedic understanding. His Vedic knowledge is such a powerful and rich in culture. Not only the Vedic philosophy, because the Vedic philosophy, if we see, Kamsa was also knowing, and also Ravana was also knowing, but they don't have a devotion. That is a problem to imbibe in their own heart, assimilate that knowledge, and behave as per that knowledge. So this Suruchi, when she was in her palace, Suniti is telling her, my son Dhruva is coming back. Can you accompany me? And Acharya is giving thought process of Suniti. They said that, why Suniti said that? Because Suniti wanted that nobody from her praja should know that I am holding some grudges to my co-wife Suruchi. They should know that I already forgiven, and my own son Dhruva already forgiven her. Nobody is having any enmity in our home. So she doesn't want to make a show of this enmity. And actually, it is not like, superficially. From the heart she was speaking, and they said, Suruchi, you also come and we will take Dhruva. And Suruchi's heart got transformed by that conversation. She understood that I am already forgiven. So this is one of the Vedic etiquette. When Vedic knowledge come as a milk, milk that coming, and that is personified of Vedic knowledge is coming in this world. When Bruhaspati is the cause, he is the calf. So there are so many things, in Shastra. So you see that why this timely the Brahma, the timely the Swayambhu Manu, timely the Shiva, and so many great personalities. They showed us that how practically one can deep dive into this Vedic knowledge. It brings the jewel for the humanity. So we see that this Bruhaspati, so Bruhaspati's wife was Tara, and there is one story in Srimad Bhagavatam, dynasty of moon god. So in 9th chapter, full of story how the people are overpowered of the lusty desire. So Prabhupada and Acharyas write why so many stories about Kurus, about Yayati, so many stories actually. They are given because we are sufficiently purified to enter and see the smiling face of Lord. We should not misunderstand by hearing the Krishna's relationship with the gopis. So Bhagavatam is making us that we will be purified by hearing all these stories, from all other kings. But why they are in the pages of Bhagavatam? Because after doing all these things also, Saubhari Muni realized, oh my God, I did biggest mistake in my life. I have to worship Govinda. And after doing all these things, after going to Gandharva Loka, this Pururava, he also decided, now I have to take shelter. I wasted my life. And Brahma, Brahma did small mistake by going back to the Vak, his own daughter. But that was for certain time. When Marichi, the Rishi, said that, oh, this is not appropriate, and they started glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Brahma turned back. He did not repeat that mistake. That is important. That's what all these personalities are there in Srimad Bhagavatam. So Brahma and Atri, Atri Rishi come from Brahma, and from Atri's tears, Soma comes. So Soma is a moon god who is like a prominent luminary. Of course, sun is prominent. Sun is giving that lights to the moon, and moon nourishes, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, the herbs and plants. So Soma, in one of the yajna, kidnaps the Bruhaspati's wife Tara. And Bruhaspati is a guru of Soma, actually. And, stealing the guru's wife. There are 7 kinds of mothers, and one mother is our guru's wife, and so this Brahaspati went behind the Soma and he told, "Give my wife back." So there was a back and forth fight between Soma and Brahaspati and conversation. So demon supported Soma. All the demon started supporting Soma. And I think you should not see my handwriting. Yeah, this is very bad handwriting. Okay. So in fact, I should see the devotees in the Zoom, get inspiration. So this Tara, Tara was kidnapped, innocent lady, but somehow or other by force, all these things happened, and Brahma intervened. When Brahma intervened, he come with good intention and told Soma, please return back Tara to him. And and there was another fighting happened because in meanwhile, Tara was pregnant and she gave birth to one child. And due to what happened, there is a back and forth conversation between this Soma and Brahaspati, that whose child is that? And Brahma took her in seclusion and asked her, and out of shyness, this innocent lady told that, see, I am giving birth to Soma's son. And that's what the story of Prurava began. So you heard this story, it looked like very ordinary story of this material world, where one man is kidnapping other's wife. So in this episode, we see that when we have demoniac nature, because we are not following Vedic culture, all these demons, they were supporting Soma, though because their guru was Shukracharya. So they were getting knowledge from Shukracharya. And here Brahaspati was made up as a calf because he has a godly qualities, because of course these rishis have mixed devotion, but he has chosen to become a calf so that for humanity he will give Vedic knowledge. And he also has to gone through all these situations in his life. It's not like greater personality don't go to big situation. One day Gaurang Prabhu was telling, Prabhupada had one son, Prayag. By his name, he gave the pharmacy, Prayag Pharmacy. But hardly somebody knows the story of his son. His son got attraction towards one, lady, and he was about to marry her, but he could not reveal to his father. Never. And after that, psychologically, he was little bit upset, and he was eating from dustbin. That much, Acharya's son, we can understand Acharya's also has to go to so many problems in their life, actually. Prabhupada never said, oh, what Krishna is doing in my life, so many problems. But Prabhupada continued his devotion, actually. So why we came to this story? So we can see that the demoniac, the lack of Vedic knowledge, all these personalities, they support, all these devata, they were supporting Soma, and all these demigods, they were supporting Brahaspati. So Brahma, and after that Soma dynasty continued. And so we have to never understand the ability of Maya to allure condition soul from our dharmic practices or dharmic behavior. So, it is said that that's what our interaction with the opposite gender is only for the purpose of service. With that intentions, if you are doing, that interaction is there, it is a healthy interaction. Otherwise, it is spoiling our devotion. So that's what the 9th canto is full of all those things, So many things we hear in 9th canto, where it is purifying us to enter in Krishna's pure Leela, actually. Very, very purifying Leela. So, and Prabhupada is writing in the purport further that the Vedic culture is so powerful that Shravanam and Kirtanam is the only way to get rid of all these things, all of greed, all kind of 6 kind of enemies. Because in case of Jamadagni, if you see the story of Jamadagni, so Parshuram, so he killed Kritavarma. I mean, Kartik, what is that? Kartik Virya Arjuna, which has having thousands of hands, and with 500 arrow he was shooting to Parshuram in the fight, and and there was, of course, he in the Jamadagni's ashram, he stole that Kamadhenu. He was so greedy. Jamadagni, it is said that he is the person living in the hermitage. Such a nice reception he did for this Kartik Virya Arjuna, but he reciprocated so badly. After getting such a reception, army was hungry, army got water, army got food, everybody was satisfied. Very difficult to take care of the person in the jungle. And after having this also, this person, uh, uh, what is his name? Kartik Vera Arjuna, he could not understand. He was not grateful. He had no gratitude. Like all these demons had no gratitude for Mother Earth, and they are exploiting the resources from the earth, as in this episode. And he stole, I mean, he took away that Kamadhenu cow along with the calf, and then Parshurama fought. That was the reason. If somebody asks why Parshurama killed so many Kshatriyas, so many of his soldiers he killed. So when he was killing the soldier, we see the how the Vedic culture is reached actually. So Brahmaji come to Parshuram or Jamadagni, telling Parshuram, why you are killing unnecessary? The king is the called as, he is acquiring the quality of all demigod. He's representing some portion of them, and he's supplying to the praja. So that is the king. He is the representative of the supreme personality of Godhead, and you are unnecessary killing. Why Swayambhu, or why these personalities are giving this knowledge? Because he was reached in Vedic culture. And that is what the influence of Vedic culture keep us very aligned with our behavior, and aligned with our sadhana, and aligned with the philosophy. That is the Vedic culture. In Suniti's case, we saw. Swayambhu Manu's case, we saw. He is also asking, hey, Dhruva, you got the interaction with the Supreme Person, and why you are unnecessarily killing for yakshas, for only because he killed for your only one brother, Uttama, and you are killing all innocent yakshas. So he also reminding him. The Suniti's Vedic culture, we can see the Vedic thing of emanating from the heart of Suniti, all this Vedic knowledge. She said, Beta, you don't have to be malicious or envious to anyone actually. It is very wrong. Your great grandfather Brahma got the power of creation only by the mercy of the Supreme Lord. The Swayambhu Manu has the power of generating all these things only by the power of the Supreme. So you don't have to be envy of anyone, because that same envy will create it is very sinful. It is not so healthy. So give up this thing. And that thing came from Mother Suruchi. Whether I was asking Radhesham Prabhu, where she got this knowledge? Is that it is the influence of Vedic culture? It is the influence of her innocence behavior? Is it influence of her guru? Is that she had some guru? Is there any story? Or is that what is that? He said, no, she is a pure devotee. She is considered by Acharya as a pure devotee, and she is guiding her son Suniti in proper nitimatta in her life. So sometimes we can find such a thing, you know. And so even Brahma in Shiva and the goat-headed, who is that? Daksha's episode, he's telling that we have to be forgiven. Our nature is to forgive. So all these episodes bringing some qualities. Swayambhu Manu is also telling avoid the violence, don't kill innocent people. Jamadagni is telling his son Parshuram, don't kill innocent people, and we should be forgive, respect to the king, the quality of the respect. Brahma is bringing the quality when Prutu and Shrutakrutu, our Indra, he was competing. Indra's intention was to make 100 sacrifice, and Prutu's intention was to loka hitam. For praja he was doing, and for satisfy the supreme person. There are only two reasons, Prutu intervene, and Prutu was doing this 100 sacrifice. But Indra has another thing. If somebody is growing above me, I have to put him down. And then Brahma has to intervene and tell, hey, Prutu, you just stop this sacrifice. Because what is the use of operation is successful and patient died. Nowadays, people say operation successful, doctor died. There is one new thing came. I heard recently from ISKCON devotee. So, so one should be very careful actually about this greed and envy creates so many things. There was one boy, he got 30 lakh package in India. And he posted in one WhatsApp group, I got 30 lakh package. And her fiancé was in a WhatsApp group because all these people, he was in love marriage. So all this group was connected to that WhatsApp group. That fiancé posted, what is great about it? One of our classmate Amol also got 32 lakh package. This boy did not have a problem that Amol got 32 lakh package. He had a problem that my own fiancé in front of publicly sees doing this thing. Immediately next day he committed suicide. And see WhatsApp, only that words of WhatsApp printed, typed, it got problem to him out of his greed. Gaurang Prabhu gave first class in 2004 in Pune. That was the first Prerana. In Pune, first Prerana started 2004. He said, he talked about so much about greed. He said that there was one lady in America, she was having 3,500 shoes, pair of shoes. He said only we have to expand like, what is that? Vishwarup Darshan actually to wear all the time. So such a kind of greed is there. And there was one boy in IIT in 1994. So he was always topper. And in fourth year, something happened that one or two subject he came down. And the second and third ranker, I was telling yesterday also, second and third ranker, they are always envious and restless person in the life. First person to always, because first person will come down and then parents will ask so many things. But the second and third person are always restless. They will lose their grade, and they have to compete with first and they have to come here. So this boy did not come out of the hostel for, one day because mother was constantly calling, but he was not coming. And it happens that he went to Virar Lake next day and he, committed suicide. In Hyderabad also recently. All these things, sometimes we have to speak, practical things because we have to connect this practical thing to the Vedic knowledge, how Vedic culture was reached to not bringing that greed in our heart. That was the Vedic culture. All these personalities, Swayambhu Manu, Brahma, and, classical example, Jamadagni, of followers of this Vedic, Vedic knowledge and bringing that jewels, following in their life. And it was so grounded in their consciousness and they are just bringing this Vedic value to the people so that people in general, they will follow. That's what Krishna says in Gita. Janakadaya, all the Janaka and all these kings, they followed the things, And in Panchatantra, I was reading some amazing thing that three kind of people, So first called Kanishta, second called Madhyama, and third is called Uttama. The Kanishta person is a person who doesn't do any endeavor. Jahan endeavor karna hai, efforts, he just run away. I don't want to do, ye jamega nahi mujhe. Just run away. That is called Kanishta. Fearful of endeavor is Kanishta. The Madhyama person is a person who at least do endeavor and fail and learning from the mistake, And the third kind of person is called, he fail and run away. Actually, that is another thing. He fail and run away. Fear of failure is the first, fear of endeavor is the first. And the third person is called as Uttama, who is the, totally endeavor. If he fail also, learn from the mistake. Mistakes are mistake if they are repeated, all of us know. And APJ Abdul Kalam always say, FAIL, fail means first attempt in learning. Wonderful, right? First attempt in learning. If failing, but still not losing enthusiasm. And, so finally what happened, these kind of personalities, which is Uttama, they get success also in their life and they don't get overwhelmed by success. Like Ram, within who is the person, you will tell some person in America that you are becoming a president today. And in the night, you SMS him that I'm sorry to tell you that you have to go to jungle and stay, where you will not get any facilities. How many of will, accept this thing? Rama was becoming king of entire world. We have to understand, the Vedic culture. But in the evening, he got another news that you will not become. Sorry to say, sorry to say that you are going to jungle as per the boon given to me by Dasharath. Kaikai is sending him to jungle. Rama was the same person, same consciousness, same enthusiasm, same mood of service, same mood of gratitude, respect to Kaikai and Dasharath before hearing, when he heard the news of his coronation next day, and after hearing the news of his vanavas, after some time, he was the same person, same consciousness, accepting whatever is coming on the way. So sometimes as an instrument of, we have to think that these personalities are instrument of my own karma, and we have to just, accept it. So in essence, in last thing, I want to tell you something which is, shared by, some devotee to me yesterday, and we will conclude. Because so many devotees in our community also, I'm sorry to say, but devotees are, out as outsider losing job, our devotees are also losing job. So many problems are coming in their life. So yesterday, wonderful things what shared, and I like it. I want to share. Anything can happen to anyone. One boy, was standing for the bus as Nariman Point. This is real story, witnessed by me. I know him actually. And he has at Nariman Point, and he told one another old man, do you know that building? Highest, tallest building. He said, yes, yes. I know that highest and tallest building in the, in entire Mumbai. So he said near that Nariman Point that building is there. On the 17th floor, I work. He was very proud. I work there, and he was telling that man, proud by his presence, that I work in the Mumbai, such a costly city. I am able to pay the bill in this Mumbai. And immediately what happened, sorry, uh, immediately, seventh day, he was laid off from the job actually. So no one will remain from the same position as all the time. One has to think that, anything, this position can be taken away. So all these things are very easy. Rajesh Amru was telling one joke. He said that, I am IIT, and people say Radhesham Prabhu is IIT gold medalist and all. So maybe due to my karma, I can become a ITI also next, and doing some welding work, turner fitting and all. So things may change. Today you are a king, tomorrow you are a praja. So all these things are just superficial. One should not think. I gave one example in Boston Temple. One person was coming with one loaded bag, and always carrying some. This one bag was there, which is full of holes in that, and some plastic bag which we used to throw the garbage. And in that plastic bag, he has all his paraphernalia, and he was keeping and, pulling that cart as we have cart to pull our garbage. And he's Indian, having some French beard, always coming and taking some bath in our bathrooms down, taking prasadam, always present in Harinam. So one day I asked, where is your home? He said, I don't have home. And then he started crying and started telling me, I was a multi-millionaire in this country, in Boston, having 3 prominent companies on my name. But something happened, so many things, that I cannot enter India also, that something will happen and border, I will be in the jail, something like that he was telling. And, that's what I'm just roaming actually. And sometimes I'm taking shelter of mall, Walmart. I'm just sleeping there, don't have a car, don't have family members here. This is my situation. So anything can happen. Yesterday we were talking about one boy. He decided nothing work in my life. And he just went to the top of the mountain, and he fell down in one big pond where one princess and all her sakhis, they were taking a bath. And there was one alligator, or, what is that? Crocodile. He was about to devour this princess. When this man fell down, this crocodile thought, what happened? And she got confused. She turned back, and the life of this princess got saved. And all these, Sakis or friends of this princess told, one very gentleman came and saved the life of this man. He was about to finish his life. सो इधर जो लिखा है ना, एक चरण रेणु प्रभु मुझे बोलते थे, व्हेन आई वाज वेरी अपसेट ड्यूरिंग इनिशियल टाइम नॉट गेटिंग जॉब इन आईटी, वो बोले निष्किंचन निताई, व्हाटएवर इधर जो लिखा है वो आपको मिलेगा ही, कुछ भी करो. So similarly, this person was about to commit suicide, And Raja said, King, that I have only one daughter. I will make sure that this daughter will get married to you, and you will get half of the kingdom. Your village also will be flourished. We will construct a road from my kingdom to your village, and that is another kingdom. So lottery lag gaya ek raat mein, ek din mein. So this may happen with some karma, or that may happen which Boston devotees are not devotee. That person's example I gave. One short story I'm sorry, I'm now concluding. So what happened, how I came to America, I will tell you. It was a 0% chances that I will come to America. Never thought, just joined, say, Atos Intel. One of the man from Phoenix, he traveled to India, and he was my now reporting manager from in American Express. We were working on some cards in mainframes, and he was last 5 years being in America trying his brother-in-law to please his wife. He wanted to do visas of his brother-in-law. He applied Canada visa, failed. Applied America visa, failed. Applied Australia visa, failed. Finally, अरे थोड़ा छोटे छोटे कंट्री का करते. He applied, Manila visa, where Sintel has presence in Manila, small, island of Manila. That also failed. And now everyone started talking. ये जो पर्सन है ना, वो अपने लोगों का ही सोचता है, अपने लोगों का वीजा कर रहा है. तो उसको पता था कि आई एम इस्कॉन डिवोटी. कॉल्ड मी हियर, नंदकिशोर कम हियर, हम आपका वीजा फाइल करते हैं. मैं बोले क्यों, इतना जरूरत नहीं है. सो ही फाइल्ड माय वीजा एंड सम और अदर इट गॉट. एंड आई टोल्ड वन डिवोटी ऑल्सो, अरे आज लास्ट डेट है, आप भी ट्राई करो, अगर मैं गया तो आप भी चाहिए साथ मेरे. उन्होंने किया, उनका भी हो गया. सो आई मीन, if you are going to get something, it will come to endeavor also. Small chidiya or sparrow, they have to do little bit endeavor, and they take some of the grain and come back. So everybody has their endeavor as per their karma, and super soul knows our karma, and he is a sanctioner, he is a maintainer, he is the enjoyer, he is the proprietor for every living being. So he knows what to give, how much to release. There are some packets, there are some packets, and as per our karma they will be released. But there is one good news for Hare Krishna devotee. It is said this body is like a tree, and this body, the two birds are sitting. One is the punya and one is the papa. Papa my fruit, whatever we are going to get, and punya fruits, whatever we are going to get. Just by chanting, everybody please clap your hand. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Just by clapping hands in kirtan, our destination may change. Some of the brahmacharis in our ISKCON, they have been told that you will have three marriages, and they are now 60 plus, but they are continuing brahmachari ashram. So ulta bhi ho gaya. So I mean, always my counselor says, ये all जो astrology है ना, ये हवामान का अंदाज होता है. आज बर्फ गिरेगी कि नहीं पता नहीं, वो देंगे forecast, but वो गलत भी हो सकता है. So don't too much rely. But for major decision in life, it is required for your devotion, we have to take. And just offering my condolence to one devotee in India. He is a doctor, my own god brother, 32, 33 years old. His mother was also astrologer, PhD in astrology actually, and he got terminal cancer. And last 2 days back only he left the body. He brought revolution in the medical science. He got many awards. Being a devotee, he is very pakka, worshipping deity from Goa. Wonderful. He was doing services, very menial services he will do. But in his own field also, he did revolution. So he brought ISKCON's name also, because he brought so many technologies and proved by writing a paper and all those, so many things he did. And he's very famous in Nigadi, wherever in hospital he worked. So the same devotee, pakka in his sadhana, pakka in services, pakka in his academy, and pakka in his career. So he left the body just 2 days back. So we'll chant one Hare Krishna mantra, very smart looking. If I told you, so his picture, you will say he's only 20 years old. And he's Krishna and Balaram having two sons, So we will just pray for his great destination. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Anybody want to add something or correct me? Please forgive me. I'm just speaking out of my mind, just to impress you. Please forgive me. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Uh, for maintaining the body, society will not be sufficiently prosperous. Yeah. Humanity must have food for the mind and ear as well as for the purpose of vibration. What I understood is, uh, you know, there are two kind of noises in this world. Uh, one is the noise of materialistic, which is leading towards the frog when he make the sound. It is leading toward the invitation to the snake. That kind of literature, that kind of all vibration means not only. It is my understanding. Others can correct it. That this literature is also full of vibrations, and they are leading us toward the hellish condition of life. They are called materialistic garbage. Punata charvata charvananam, punascha charvata charvananam. That kind of literatures, and another transcendental literature in first canto, Prabhupada giving in purport that another transcendental literature, they are uplifting and they are like full of good vibrations. They are always uplifting us. So when Prabhupada is saying the purpose of vibration here, so correct me if I'm wrong, I'm taking in that sense that these are good spiritual vibration which is uplifting the humanity, as food is required for mind and ear. Some people are in Annamay Kosha, Pranamay Kosha, Jnanamay Kosha, Vijnanamay Kosha. So we have to give them a food as per their necessity. And vibration is the, also for brahmacharis, scriptural studies, and, so they are giving the sacrifice of their hearing by constantly scriptural studies, chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. So I feel that is the real sacrifice and it is a vibration. But anybody please bond. This is good discussion. We can add some point on this discussion. The discussion can build, and that is what Bhagavatam is about. Discussing. Yes. The humanity must have food for the mind and ear as well as for the purpose of vibration. You know, there is a food for the purpose of vibration also. Thank you. Any other point, Prabhu? In Detroit Airport? Wow. Yes, Prabhuji.
Forgive my crooked Maharaj worked so hard and he wanted the seeds back. Why not give the seeds directly? Why there has to be a process to extract the seeds? Generally, when somebody gives vardhan, it's direct, right?
Yes.
Now, Mother Earth is saying you need to follow this process. You're bringing this the baby, you're making us a calf, milk, and then get all this. It's a long process, isn't it? Prabhu?
Yeah.
Any particular, I mean, sorry, very, very particular reason.
I what I heard from the discussion, whenever such a projects are there, it look like prolonged, not shortcuts. So it is just to involve all the personalities there and their contribution for humanity, so that everybody will get benefit of serving, and they will work in collaboration. So that's what I heard actually. Just to nowadays people are talking so much about collaboration, no contact negotiation, but collaboration. They said so. So this is what the Vedic, to follow the Vedic standard, to come together. The united we stand, divided we fall. That is America's favorite slogan. So to bring them on common umbrella where everybody serve to the main, I mean, everybody's object of serving is the same supreme person. So that's what sometime in this project, though it is so easy for Puti Maharaj to take, but it is longest method for purification of everything. I mean, everything boils down to purification only. Everybody gets chance to serve, and purification should happen. So this is my understanding. Anybody can add if you have any other points. Thank you. I mean, Loknath Maharaj was saying once, we are not, I mean, I'm just giving in other context. We are not coming from Amiba. We are coming from Vitoba. Vitoba is Vithala. When I was talking about the senses not belong to me, I forgot to tell that point. Yeah. Yeah, but and Garam Darshan was saying that whenever calf is there in front of mother cow, out of affection only she give the milk. Then a lot of, I mean, tremendous milk will flow. It is said that everything was flooded with milk. Actually, we heard that description, but it is only by presence of calf. It is mother. It is very natural to give the milk. So they brought it actually. And I heard one amazing thing that cow is getting exploited nowadays, But in India, the Muslims, people who are in cabinet ministers and all those Muslims, they are doing. Myself, me and my wife participated in one rally from Nigdi. Nigdi is gone. Entire village went. Entire people from Nigdi they participate. One Muslim person was doing, Amaran Upar portion. That is what is that hunger strike? Not eating for 5 days, and he was crying so that you should save Mother Earth. He said in Pimpri, near railway station, there is one slaughterhouse. It should be permanently closed. And in 1960, they said also will close. But again and again, it is starting and people killing cow. So that Muslim person did this thing, not for fame. I met him, I embraced him, I saw genuine expression on his thing, He was literally genuine person. Many ISKCON leaders met him. We talked to him. It was 2012 and he was doing. And I heard many Muslim things also in India. So we should not underestimate anyone. They are saying that we should not this thing use this. It is said that they also told that scientists believe cow only animal that inhale and exhale oxygen. Allahabad court they put this statement, and some scientists believe that. Not all scientists. If you find out, you will not get that data from all scientists. Cow inhale oxygen and cow exhale oxygen also. Inhale and exhale. That is a mother cow. Huh? What is that? Yeah, tulsi plant. So for cow also, I will give. That is the petition that we should not slaughter cow. Some political leaders slaughter the cow, So he was put in the court by one Muslim person, and there this statement come that they put in the court. This is the statement. The scientists believe cow only animal that inhales, exhale oxygen. Allahabad. This is one of the points. There are so many reasons they give how Jesus Christ also saying that we should not kill cow. And even Muhammad Paigambars, they have given this thing, but people are not understanding their core religion and some other versions of Bible and Quran they use, and it is getting spoiled. Their own culture. So that is a problem actually current day. Nobody is following the proper Quran. Nobody is following the proper. If they follow proper Quran or Bible, also they will have a chance. Prabhupada says, So yeah. Yeah, it is mentioned in Quran. We should not kill cow. I know there is a lot of pictures here. I don't want to bring, but here somewhere, yes. I don't have that connection now, but I could have said. But anyway, thank you so much for joining. Thank you, the devotees from Zoom call. Thank you for joining. Hare Krishna. Dandot Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Very nice class.
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai.